So we're here. We're back with a floating head. It's only the floating head webmaster, the games master. It's everyone's favourite. Line up, ladies. Form a queue.
Watcher, how you doing?
It's Rob. Welcome back, Rob. We missed you at Lordswood.
I didn't miss much by all accounts, though.
You missed a great, fantastic game. And also, look, we've got Chris as well. Chris is here as well.
Hello, Michael. How are we doing? We all good?
We are very good. We're just saying we didn't miss much at the Lordswood game.
What happened at Lordswood?
Exactly. Exactly.
Was it that bad?
No, it was a great game. Great Twitter. Great pod. As always, we always advise our listeners to listen. 1-1. Big game tonight, lads. What do we think?
Well, we've got some music playing. We've got London Calling playing on the PA outside. But what it should be is the theme tune from Land of the Giants. Because if you've seen the size of this Dulwich Hamlet team,
big boys,
they are enormous.
Big boys.
I haven't. I've literally walked in, so no, I haven't had a look yet. I'm going to partake in a beverage and buy my son something, and then
and then you'll be back on the pod shortly. But more importantly, these come down from the Conference South last year, did they not?
They did.
So these have got serious pedigree.
Well, they have, but not enough pedigree to stay in it.
That is true. A lot of history. Chris, even you've heard of Dulwich Hamlet, and you're.
No, exactly. They've got good history. You know, we all know who they are and what they're about. They've been in the lower leagues, but
they bring a lot of fans down wherever they go. To be fair to them.
Yeah, I think there's about 10 out there, aren't
there? Yeah. Absolutely. Well done, Chris. Really sell the game and the attendance. This is why he's been demoted, and we have Rob on. But what do we think tonight, Rob?
I think it's going to be really, really tough. I'll be amazed if we walk away with this with a win. That said, it would be amazing if we did, and I'd be thoroughly looking forward to entertaining AFC Wimbledon in the next round.
Yeah. Can you imagine bringing them down here? But big game atmosphere. Few players missing tonight. We've seen the team sheet. There's a few of them missing.
Yeah, I'm surprised at the subs bench, to be honest. But then again, because there's some strong players on there. But then again, you can't play everybody all the time. They've got to be rested at some stage.
No, exactly. And I remember a while back for the what game did we play before here? Corinthian. We were saying about the bench, weren't we? If you listen back, and to look now to have Vladic Melkonian, JJ, Joe Chalker, Jack Holland on the bench in teams that have got like Jamie Miller, Ryan Mahall's back. He had a good game. Tom Ash back from being on the bench last weekend. James Dyer's retained his place. He had a great game. Ollie Milton scored as well.
He's our new cover star, James Dyer.
Absolutely. Ben Stiller, Zoolander. Yep. He is. But no, it should be a big game, and as usual with this pod, we will always check in when anything happens. Up the Dockers. So what have I missed?
Not an enormous amount. It's a bit full on, very fast and frenetic to start with, but you can tell that Dulwich are a well-drilled team, and they seem to have a bit longer on the ball than we do. But we're pressing well, keeping them back. They haven't had a chance yet, which is good. So yeah, all in all, we're holding our own. I don't know how long it'll keep going though. We're beginning to look tired already, and they do look like massive compared to our lads.
It's men's versus boys, isn't it?
I don't know about that so much. It's
height wise.
It's very tall boys against not so tall boys.
Yeah, I'm liking the pink. To be fair, not many teams can pull off pink, but Dulwich historically have been very pink.
They have. It's a bold choice, but then again, there's no mistaking them for any other team in any other league.
So after reason why these teams do it. 0-0. There's a free kick now from James Dyer on the right hand side. Whips with his left foot. Deflection. The keeper saves, spills out, and cleared by Dulwich Hamlet. That wasn't too bad.
Not a bad shot.
Well done, Dyer. I'll tell you what, he had a bit of pre-season where he had a few quiet moments, but since that Lordswood game, he's been growing in a bit of confidence, hasn't he?
I thought against Corinthian he was looking good when he scored the goal. I bet he was disappointed to get taken off. When he got to a corner.
I don't know where.
It was his first goal in the competitive game, and he ended up getting taken off. And I think that might have shattered his confidence a wee bit.
Yeah, but I think
But Saturday he made up for it. He had a great game Saturday.
Yeah, he had a good game Saturday. He scored against Corinthian. He's looking lively. He's looking worthy of his place.
Indeed, he is.
And we'll stay with this. He's done the international symbol of
I surrender.
Yeah. No, it's I want the ball. I surrender. I want the ball. No matter what. He whips in left foot. Didn't beat the first man, but it's come back out to Dyer again on the right hand side. Whips him his left foot long and high, and it's out for a goal kick.
High, wide, and handsome. That was
high, wide, and handsome. Unlucky Zoolander. 0-0. The Dockers now attacking on the left-hand side. A through ball's been played through there. Played back to James Dyer on the edge of the box. Nice step over there onto his left foot. Oh! He's pushed over. The ref doesn't give the foul for the first on the edge of the box. There's some shouts for a foul there. The ref, to be fair, did say straight away. The ref did say straight away that's no foul. And now he's booking an Erith player for what is classed as a professional foul. What do we think of that?
Shocking decision. We should have had a free kick on the edge of the area there.
It was a penalty. It was a free kick, yeah.
Yeah, it was a free kick on the edge of the area. But I think, despite the fact it was a foul, Dyer did do quite a theatrical sort of dive.
How dare you?
So the referee weren't buying it.
I thought we had no bias on this podcast. This was bias against him. Do you know what this reminds me of? We've had this before. Troy.
Yeah, go on, I'll buy it.
Just without Brad Pitt and Eric Bana.
Yes, I remember the film.
Yeah, the poor man's gladiator.
Yes.
As someone once told me.
Yeah, no, fair comment.
We're knocking. We've got Scene Bean building the Trojan horse outside, but we just can't get it. We cannot penetrate. Penetrate has been used a couple of times recently on this podcast, and we're not a fan of it.
Maybe we should get Brad Pitt on board then.
We should get Brad Pitt, and
We'd sell a few more tickets.
can you imagine that? Yeah, Brad Pitt in Thamesmead. What do you think, Chris? Would we sell more tickets if we had Brad Pitt in the midfield? Brad Pitt in midfield?
Probably, yeah, I reckon so. But it's not bad attendance, is it? I mean, there's quite a lot here.
It's quite a lot. The stand's reasonably full, isn't it? We're once again in the three figures, and I think it's a very good number so far. Good atmosphere. It's all very quiet. Ball's played out wide now while I'm talking to Dulwich. Hamlet whipped in nicely. Bit of confusion there between Mackenzie Foley and the defender. There could have been a bit of a call there, but I digress. So the ball is out at least. It's out for throw-in to Dulwich. But yeah, I mean, I think we've kept them out quite nicely. It's going rather well. What do you think so far? Come on.
We're the better team. We'll win 2-0.
That is bravery. Do you know what? If that happens, I'll say you are mystery voice. Who was it?
It's Taz.
I'm joking. No, I know it was. It was meant to be. Like he's the Scarlet Pimpernel. 0-0. And just as we were saying how well the home team are doing, Dulwich have scored an absolute blinder. Call it as it is.
Yeah, 30 yards, 35 yards. And one of my favourite types of goals. Hit the underneath for the crossbar and then bounced into the goal.
The clunk that was heard round Thamesmead.
No, it was a terrific goal. And you couldn't see it coming. So, there's not a lot you could do about it.
Yeah, Mackenzie Foley's beat there. Not a lot he can do, really, is there?
Yeah. No, nothing at all. As I say, no one would have seen that coming.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think this. Normally, when you are playing against teams from higher divisions, and we mean this respectfully to Dulwich, they are knocking the ball around well. They hold on to it well, and they know when to attack and they know when to turn the screw. Erith aren't being outplayed so far.
No, they're not. That's why that goal, that was an absolute worldie from 30 odd yards, was so unexpected, because it hadn't been coming. They hadn't been knocking on the door. They hadn't really been giving us anything to worry about. We have played really well so far, and that's a real surprise.
So it's 1-0 to the away side. Erith Town 0, Dulwich Hamlet 1. We've just had a water break, so while there's a moment where it's dipped. What do you think of the hat?
Your hat?
Yeah,
The Dockers hat?
the Dockers hat. I'm plugging merch.
Yeah. The new black Dockers hat with Dockers written on it. It's very smart.
It's very nice.
It's a nice hat.
Yeah, I like the swirly writing.
Yeah, it's very what can I say? It's very Wrexham.
Would you wear one?
I don't wear hats generally, unless
I would,
unless
if I was you.
Unless it's 32 degrees, then I will, because otherwise, my head will turn into a crisp.
Chris is a hat man. Would you wear this, Chris?
Yeah, I'd wear it. Of course, I'd wear it. I very much like a hat in summer. Don't know about winter. I tend to go for the old beanie hat in winter when I'm training and doing the youth.
We do beanie hats as well.
I've seen them. They're nice. The old red
And club badges, and scarves, mugs, wristbands.
Some lovely smart new pins.
Yeah, some new pins as well.
Very nice.
This has become QVC, this show.
yet the one we did, he booked. I don't get that.
There's another foul that's just been committed there. Milo there showed an absolute burst of pace. I'll tell you what, we didn't know he had it in him.
No, he broke into a trot then.
He did break into a trot. Probably run fast. He'd probably run faster than the horses I tend to bet on. Well done, Milo. And see that? He looked over at me. He must have heard. He's a fan. There was a wink.
He'll do something.
Yeah. We're about 10-15 yards out from the box with only a minute or so to go left in a half. I'd say normal time. We're at 8:30, 7:45 kick-off. So we'll see how this goes. So half time, Chris, what do we think?
Yeah, I think they've counted themselves pretty well, to be honest with you. I think very fast-paced, and towards the end he got a bit scrappy, really, a bit of long ball, I think, for both teams. But I think Erith can count themselves a little bit unlucky to be one down. I think they had a reasonable shout for a penny, to be honest with that James Dyer incident. But it wasn't to be, and a really classy goal from Dulwich. But I think they could have been closed down a lot quicker by Erith. I think they were a bit slow getting out to him, gave him the time to shoot, and it was a bullet shot. So what can you say? 1-0 to the visitors. Yeah,
and the thing is as well, I think with Erith, I think we've held our own really well, and had moments, but it's just that it's just getting that shot away, innit?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, those moments of probably class have gone with the visitors. So 1-0 to Dulwich, and hopefully second half Erith can give it a good go and try and get back into the game. Next goal is probably crucial. Yeah,
this will be. We've got to see how the second half goes now, because really, to be honest, this is when you play against teams from higher divisions. It's halfway through the second half when it starts to the sort of tempo, the pace, the fitness, the ability of those other teams. It starts to take effect.
Yeah, 100%. So I think the first 15 minutes they need to make sure they don't concede, but also see what they can do in the attacking third and cause Dulwich some problems, and then we'll go from there and build.
We've got a guest with us, Bayswater's finest. Ain't that right?
Yeah, mate. One of them.
One of them. You're the only one. You told me you're the best player the club's ever had.
Yeah, legendary status now. I ain't been there that long.
Oh, he's at legendary
Milo's
status.
another one. I think he's playing all right.
He's having a good game, Milo. That little moment he just had
back
there.
a little bit there for chasing that 8. I think that 8 for Dulwich, I'm a decent player. I think he used to be at Ipswich, West Ham.
Yeah. But that's the thing with Dulwich. Hello. With Dulwich and their sort of level, to be Conference South last year. Yes, they were relegated, but
I think they're doing all right. Two divisions above. They're still in the game at 1-0. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Next goal's crucial, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's what we were just saying. We're hoping that normally with these type of games, when you get to about an hour, 65 minutes, 70 minutes, things like tempo, pace, how the other team play starts to come in.
It's been a close game as well. To be fair, it's a good strike from the 8, isn't it? I mean, I don't see many keepers saving it, but at 1-0, and Erith has had some chances.
Yeah.
I mean, the 9 is playing out wide. He's had a couple of chances, and it's probably been an even half.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
It is 1-0 to the away side, up the Dockers. We're back for the second half, Rob.
Yeah, they're flying out of the traps, as I expected they would, closing us down very quickly.
We had Milo compared to a racehorse that I gamble on, and now they're like greyhounds, the ones I don't bet on because they're quick out the traps.
Exactly. But no,
we don't encourage betting on the Dockers debate, dear listener. Bet with Frank. No, it's Talk to Frank's drugs, isn't it?
Other vices are available.
Talk to Frank. Bet away. Whatever it is. Anyway, bullshit's gone.
Gambleaware.org.
Could be. Yeah. Could be.
Not spending a lot of time there.
No, exactly. Yeah. No. Added 15-minute breather. Everyone's now back in the seats. This place is packed tonight.
It is, and it's a great crowd. It is a good crowd, and it's really nice, really encouraging to see people coming down. And it's a big mixed crowd as well. A lot of kids, a lot of families come down. It's nice to see it like.
Well, the thing is as well is that the idea, part of the move was to get the families in, to get the local community in. This is yet another three-figure attendance.
It is. It's fantastic to see. It really is. It's gratifying, and the shouting and the cheering that's been going on. They're into it, which is great.
And the thing is as well, they're familiar faces. They're faces who came to the first couple of games, didn't know they were, and now you get a few of those in the bar and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. I've noticed that as well. People coming in, and it is nice to see that you've got regulars coming. That's what builds a club ultimately at the end of the day.
And long may it continue.
Football without fans is nothing, as they
Absolutely. Say. Unless you're in the Premier League and then you get bankrolled by TV companies, but then they change kick-off times. 1-0 to Dulwich. And there's a groan around the Stanmore early in the second half as Dulwich Hamlet doubled their lead.
Like those, nice ball across, but forward took it, cut inside, and then put it through the defender's legs. And I think Mackenzie was slightly unsighted, went under him, squirmed under him, went in. Soft goal giveaway, really, but it is what it is.
That uphill battle's getting a bit steeper. 2-0 to the away side, but we soldier on with the Dockers. As Adam Woodward said recently, his sides don't normally roll over, so expect them to keep going to the end. 2-0 to Dulwich. You keep looking around, Rob. Is it you want to say something to the listeners, or is the ringtone?
A little bit of column A and a little bit from column B. No, they just had an amazing shot from the left-hand side corner of the area, just outside the area. Lovely diagonal that just hit the corner of the uprights and pinged away. Luckily, otherwise, because Mackenzie beat all ends up. It was a great shot. Just not quite on target enough.
A Dulwich player goes in the book there for a really late challenge on the far side.
That time.
Oh, you've been accused of bias.
No,
again?
Not me. Surely.
Not you, surely.
Just after a physio rub down.
Yeah, the physio's getting ready with the magic sponge. No, I don't think she'll bother. I think she'll be all right. Anyone? Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember in Bedknobs and Broomsticks with the vultures when they keep wanting to come on with the stretcher and then the lion goes, no, go back. That's what it is. We'll stay with this. What do you think? You think we'll score from this? You're looking at me. You look at what's going on. Think we'll score?
Yeah.
Yeah? Where's
He
the
might pass that.
Well, he's going to pass that. I'll tell you what, if he shoots from there and this goes in from the left-hand side from James Dyer, we should rename it the Dyer Stadium. The Zoolander stand. After his celebration. Let's have a look. Ping from top right. I'll tell you what, your dad's told me if this goes in the top right, he'll give you £1.
£5.
Now you owe him a £5, young man. It remains 2-0 to Dulwich. Some nice work there by Erith. They've made their way into the box. The shot is away. I'll tell you what, that's so unfortunate because the work, the build-up play to get into the box there deserved more than a shot dragged wide.
It did. It's one of the best passages of passing play we've had the entire game because we've been going a bit too long most of the time because they've been pressing us really hard. But that was great play. Great run through by Ollie Milton. Feeds a lovely ball out to Joe Chalker, who cuts it back in for him, but he just goes slightly behind Ollie, who's carrying on his run. And a subsequent shot just goes a little bit wide. But it was great play, really good play.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we show we can do it. Let's be positive. There's signs that the build-up play is good. We can get into these positions. It's just finding that fine touch.
Yeah, most of the time we are living with them. They have been a little bit better in their passing. They are a lot more composed most of the time than we are. But we've had chances and we've had good possession. We have had some good spells of play. It would just be really nice to see us put one away.
Yeah. It remains 2-0 to the away side. I'll tell you what, chaps, we was just saying there, decent attendance again tonight.
Yeah, it is. It's a good three-figure attendance, and it just goes to show that the interest is there. Come and see us.
147.
Playing good football.
Yeah. A good 147, Chris. Does it feel like a 147?
It's like a good break.
Yeah, I think so. As I said, it's a nice figure. The stands are full. Hopefully the merchandise is going well. Drinks, coffee. And the football's good. So why wouldn't people come down here on a Tuesday night?
Do you know what? I think I always say all the time. Obviously we follow professional clubs normally. But with a lot of non-league football, you get a few people who do the rounds, you get grand hoppers, and occasionally you do get clubs that you do tend to sort of cling on to and follow, and it seems like we've got a few of them now.
Yeah, and it's as much as anything, as much as all the work we do in terms of community and all the rest of that stuff, it's down to playing good football as well, because people will come and watch if they're being entertained. But if they're just watching the ball going up in the air all the time, it's like watching a volleyball game. Who wants to come and see that every week?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, if you look at the community day fixture, what was really, let's be honest with you, that community day fixture really was probably the catalyst for it all. Big numbers, good show on the pitch, good atmosphere, good day out. People have been coming in since.
Yeah, and I'm hoping for the same again when we have the back to school fixture.
Yes,
a couple of weeks' time against Roughton.
Are you looking forward to the back to school fixture, Chris?
100%. Yes, on the 30th, isn't it? So it should be good. We'll try and get numbers down here again, and I think they'll enjoy the music and the tannoy system which we have blaring out. And all we need is a nice scoreboard over in the corner. Have a really good feel about it.
half-time fun and games.
Yep.
Beat the keeper.
Beat the keeper, half-time relays. Also, as well, we're going to have some young people from the area. They're going to actually help out with some activities. So we're going to have them helping the kit manager. She'll love that. On the tannoy, a bit of a DJ MC, helping with the tickets as well.
Yeah, it's a shame we can't do a crossbar challenge, but we ain't got enough balls for that.
No, yeah. A few of them have been going over too much already. 2-0 to Dulwich Hamlet. We were just saying there, chaps, weren't we, after Erith Town just has a shot that gets dragged wide. It's been one of those games where it's about, once again, taking chances.
Yeah, we had them under the cosh for the last 6 or 7 minutes, and then it all just kind of, because we didn't really get the break. We had a lovely shot from Jake, just lashed a little bit wide, but we haven't been able to capitalise on the pressure, and now the game looks like it's petering out a little bit towards the end.
Yeah, shot from the edge of the box there, really held quite nicely there by Mackenzie Foley. Does well when he launches the ball up the pitch. And what do you think, Chris? Would you agree with that assessment? Not of Mackenzie Foley, of the game.
Yeah, pretty much. I think, to be honest with you, I think like Erith have had sort of 6-7 minutes where they're building pressure, and they had the same in the first half, where I don't think Dulwich have ever sort of built any pressure. They've sort of scored goals at the right times and just took their chances when they've had them. Do you know what I mean? And that's probably the difference in levels, you know. Where I think Erith have done well, they just haven't put anything in the back of the net.
No. It's a bit like in The Simpsons where Apu's making the super strong squishy, and he can't hold the pressure of the machine, and then it just clicks and everything's fine again. Is that probably the best analogy?
That's a great analogy, to be fair.
Yeah. Other TV programmes about American families are available. 2-0 to Dulwich. Free kick to Dulwich on the edge of the box. Referee blows the whistle. Left foot in. Good save by Mackenzie Foley. It's tapped in for free. But
Mackenzie tapped it away. The Dulwich player came in, got a rebound in, but he was way offside.
Yeah.
So. And another Erith Town player taken out by a Dulwich player, mercilessly, but a referee shows him a yellow. And.
But the yellow card's given. Do you know what? It was a bit like with our TV and trivia comparisons. Rocky IV, when Drago eats Apollo Creed and he's just on the floor. But he's got up, so that's not too bad. It's all right. But yeah,
not the best analogy you've come up with, but you know.
No, but he's got up well. But he did get clattered there, didn't he? To be fair,
absolutely got clattered.
Yeah, but he's up. Yellow card shown to the Dulwich plan. We must be in the last few minutes of the game now, surely. Not long to go now.
Well, we must be in injury time as far as I'm concerned.
It's got to be about 5-10 minutes to go. Ball played up by Tom Ash, headed clear by Dulwich, and cleared away nicely. It remains 2-0. The ball comes up. 5 minutes to go. Can't see us getting back into this one, can you?
Well, unless we score 2 late goals, and then we've got to sit for half an hour of extra time on pens. But I can't see that happening somehow.
No.
We've done well. We've played really well. We've gone up against a team a couple of leagues above us, and they are well organised. They're well trained. They're
disciplined,
more composed on the ball in a lot of occasions. And we've gone up against them, and we've given as good as we got. And apart from one worldie and one quite soft goal, there hasn't really been a great deal in it, to be fair.
And a
little bit of quality, and it's a really little bit of quality, a little bit of composure.
And the thing is as well, we don't want to keep going on too great about how good Dulwich Hamlet are. That's not what this is again. But again, we're not going to see us how good Erith are when they've not been good. But we came into this game thinking the result's going to go one way. The result's gone the way we thought it was going to, but it's not been as...
Yeah, we haven't been battered.
It's not been as decisive.
Yeah, we haven't been battered. We haven't disgraced ourselves in any way. We've given as good as we've got, and as I say, it's a couple of little bits of quality. It's just the difference between the two teams, and it's not a lot. Really not a lot in it. I think they can walk off the pitch, even if it carries on like this and it ends 2-0, they can walk off the pitch with their heads held high because they put in a good performance.
Yeah, and with Dulwich, as we said, they're in the Isthmian Prem now, but they're a team who's always been yo-yoing between the Isthmian Prem and the Conference South. They've got aspirations like the Billerickys, like the Dartfords, like the Wellings to get as high as they can, and they play like a team who deserve to be at that level.
They do, and there's no getting away from it. It shows, but we've got a little bit quality of our own, but it's that sort of thing where you see Chalks going up against their defender who's about 3 times the size of him.
Yeah, and it's ending. Looks like it's going to end 2-0. So unless we hear otherwise, we'll wrap this up.
Right then.
Up the Dockers. We will be with Adam Woodward after this. Adam, 2-0 defeat today, but as the Twitter said and as we were saying throughout, I think your players can hold their heads up.
Yeah, listen, they're a decent side. They're the Conference side, the Conference South outfit last year. I thought they'd done really well tonight, to be honest. They've got some quality in their side, but look, we obviously matched them. I thought we'd done all right. 2 good goals, obviously, from them, but were preventable from us. But look, yeah, we just move on to the next game, Fisher.
Exactly, and you're just saying that there was a Conference South side last year. They'll obviously be looking at getting there and thereabouts over the next season or two. They knock a ball around well. They're disciplined. They know when to make their moves. They know when to time their runs. But so did you boys tonight.
Yeah, no, listen, I thought we just lacked a little bit of cutting edge in certain areas, but obviously it was good to get Ronnie 90 minutes, his first for this season. Jake Lovell as well, but it was good for him to come in. I thought Alfie done well at centre half. But listen, there was more positives than there was negatives tonight, and I thought we done really well.
Yeah, exactly. And as you said, there's the fine margins. I think it was another game where Dulwich, they took their chances, and Erith had a few they didn't take. But
yeah, look, listen, I wouldn't say we've had a few opportunities, half chance. I wouldn't say we've done anything more than that, really. But look, you're not going to get many chances against these sides, and the goals they've scored, like I said, are preventable. But we just got to regroup now, training Saturday, and get ready for Tuesday.
Final word as well about the attendance, another 3 figures.
Yeah, really positive. It's really good what we're doing in the area. So we've got the. I think our next home game's the back to school fixture, is that correct?
Yep, 3rd of September.
3rd of September or the 30th? 30th.
3rd's already gone.
All right, 30th, mate, yeah. 30th of September, which would be good. We've got the community soccer school starting on that day as well, which would be brilliant. So, yeah, getting lots of local people in, it's really good.
Lovely stuff. Cheers. Thanks, Adam.